Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Prison Architect. This is the Alpha 25 version, out a couple of days ago, and it promises to make the game somewhat difficult again. Not that it wasn't before, but if you were like me and you knew what you were doing, you can make even a max sec prison without any real issues. But now they're saying it's harder, so we're going to go through and do it properly. Let's create a new prison, we're going to make it medium. I like fog of war, don't like continuous intake, like forests, don't like lakes or buildings, they cause problems in the maps. We're going to take failure conditions off. Interesting to note, they've added a sandbox mode, so cool. Not going to use it, obviously, but cool. So, how do we start? Well, as always, you start by turning off prisoners, going to your grants, and picking one. You can see there's a whole load of them these days, possibly since the last time I did a Let's Play of Prison Architect. I don't remember exactly how long ago that was, but we'll start with admin and staff well-being, I think, the two standard ones. So let's make ourselves a little place for our staff to live, shall we? So how do you do this? I'm gonna talk as though probably as though everybody out there knows what Prison Architect is, but I might try and explain a few things as I go along. So first thing we do is obviously we make the offices. So we need four 4x4 spaces, and we make a foundation for that. There are more efficient ways of doing it, but I've always been quite fond of just this sort of setup. I'll stick a staff door on there, and then how big is that? 11 by 13, so we go up like that, and then do an 11 by 13 there. Just for a little symmetry on the entrance. Does it matter? Absolutely not. Is the rest of this massive prison, hopefully, going to be symmetrical? Almost certainly not. But at least with a little entrance, maybe we can try. I don't know. Eventually, practicalities do have to come into play, and most of the prison will be built around the idea of what isn't going to cause horrible, horrible problems. But in the meantime, can we do a staff door there? What's that going to be? We'll do a staff door there. Oh, staff only. This is the entrance, staff only. Okay. Brick walls. Brick walls. So yeah, this is the way the basic room system works. For those of you who have absolutely no idea, you make a room the size it needs to be, in this case 4x4, and you fill out the space. You can go over walls, it will divide them. And then if you open up the object and zoom in on the rooms, it will pick the ones you need. I say pick, it will sort of just outline them a little bit, which is still nice. So we go through like that, we can get the chairs. Doesn't actually matter where you put them in the room at all. You can stick them any way you so please. You can have the computer the wrong way around, facing the wall, filing cabinet in front of the door. It doesn't matter, really doesn't. But, you know, you can make the prison look nice or bad. You can do what you want. Seriously, that's my basic principle here. Do what you want. Personally, I like putting just those tiny details that don't require me to do a whole lot of planning. Right. So that is going to be our staff room. It's quite a big staff room, entirely unnecessary. So unnecessary, that's not going to be the staff room. Change of plan. That will be our utilities room, I think. No, that won't actually fit the utilities. Oh, I have not planned this. Right, so this is going to be the utilities. You're supposed to put these in the middle, because water pipes have a tendency to let prisons crawl out. But it's a bit late now. So, let's just drag that out there. We'll need eventually get the electrical cabling, put it here, put it down there. And then pull it out there. We'll need it eventually. I'm not the most efficient person in the world, throw that out there, and also I'm going a bit faster for the sake of the video. But we'll see what goes on. So the staff room can be that big. It's big enough, doesn't need to be any bigger. So let's get a sofa in there, let's get a drinks machine in there, or maybe make it look prettier later if need be. But right now it's just going to be a very basic room. For our very basic purposes, which is to finish the quest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the guards have absolutely nothing to do. Doesn't matter. So, Warden. Warden is how you unlock the bureaucracy tree. Bureaucracy could easily be renamed to the research tree. Doesn't terribly matter. Do I go straight for security? I don't need that yet. But we will want health, psychology, and then security. Education can wait. Some people get those as you need them. I just pick them all up because why not? May as well. Let's get a staff door on there. Don't remember what that room's going to be. If anything, maybe a tiny visitation room. No, storage room. That is entirely unnecessary. Maybe we'll demolish that later. I don't know. Maybe we'll come up with something for that. Doesn't terribly matter. Let's get exports over there, just in case we cut down some trees. Right, so this is the most basic thing, the finance things unlocking. What do we need? What do we need? Well, we can go to the grants and see what we need. Go to the basic detention centre. We're going to assume this is for minimum security prisoners. I'm going to pick up a good handful of minimum security, then move on to medium, then move on to a max sec wing, and then probably we're going to have to build a... They have a whole thing called protective custody now, and they have a whole thing called supermax. Those two are staying well apart. Hopefully the protective custody I'll be able to keep near the min security, but unfortunately just because in protective custody doesn't mean they won't murder my minimum security prisoners. So they've changed a lot here. There's a lot more stuff to think about. In the meantime though, let us have a think. So let's go to planning. Let's just do some very basic outline planning here. So this is our entrance. Do we need any more? Let's see, we're going to need a kitchen. Now we can have mini kitchens around. So if this was the canteen, then we can have a mini kitchen servicing that canteen and a mini kitchen servicing that canteen. Or we can have a massive kitchen serving all the mini canteens. Personally, I think we're going to do the mini kitchens just because then you can have the prisoners work in them without them having to mix with the other prisoners and the staff. So I think that's how we'll do it, so we don't need a massive kitchen in servicing the whole thing. And so the rest of this, I think that is going to, yeah, that will eventually be our entrance, and then maybe we'll have like a place here that goes a bit further. This won't be a foundation. This will probably be an outside area, but maybe that then leads out, so we can have, yeah, okay, I like this. I like this. So we can have max sec, medium sec, minimum sec. Right. So we need a minimum security holding cell. Let's just stretch out. What do we do? 10 by 10. I'll probably do. So we're going to need a holding cell, we're going to need a shower. How do I fix that? That wall can go like that. 2, 3, get a 10 by 10 shower for a particular reason. Kitchen. I could do something, yeah, I could do some weird stuff here where if I have that as the kitchen, I can give it a little back entrance here to get supplies from. So the supplies can get through that way. Does that look good? That might work. Okay, so a shower. Showers can be well, very nicely clumped up. Canteens, they need a bit of space. 1, 2, 3. I'm doing 3 space just to make it look a bit nicer. Let's do a 10 by 20 for the canteen. That should probably do it. Yard can just be in the middle. Make it nice and big, I suppose. Something like that. 1, 2. Ah, so close. 1, 2. I can't do it with the 3 spacing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's going to be our yard, and then cell block can go over there. We'll figure that out in a minute. Is that all the things I need? That is in fact all the things I need. Okay, let's start planning this out. So you a brick. Going up here, just a very basic brick wall to beside that. Do we want a large? We probably want a large door. Yeah, to get people through these areas easily. Okay, fencing. How long is that? That is 20 long, which means there is going to be... let's see, if I do 9 there, then I can do 9 there. Still trying for the symmetry. Don't worry, I will give up on the symmetry eventually, and you can stop watching me be picky about these things. Probably when I'm dealing with the other securities and there are actually prisons knocking about, suddenly building things is actually a problem, and you have to design them around the idea that there are people that will try and, well, leg it if you while you're actually building. Never remember how you're supposed to. Yeah, that's probably how you're supposed to build it. Let's build that building, build that building, build that building, build that building, and again the cells we'll look at in a minute. But I'd at least like to get all of these things done in this episode. So, doors, 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 all of the doors. That's the kitchen. Does the kitchen need an entrance? It will, because... yeah. That one can have a staff door over there. And a staff door over there. Because I'm considering the possibility that this area could be attacked, I'm gonna put a jail door there. I'm gonna have this area highly patrolled, so there'll always be a guard available to open that up. And that, well, that's going to be the canteen, so let's put that a big door on that. Why can't I put a door, and there's stuff in the way. Trees, sod off. Oh no, I built it on a forest, didn't I? Never think to check for that. Okay, let's make sure we have this all right. Holding cell. Shower block. Kitchen. Canteen. Yard. That's a massive yard. That's an entirely unnecessarily large yard. Not sure how this is going to go. I don't think I need to put any side of space for solitary. To be fair, this area should run perfectly. This is going to be my minimum security area. Any problems that happen here, they immediately get pushed up to the medium or the max security areas. So this should be just a perfectly nice, simple, non-dangerous money-making area. Should be. Why can't I put a thing in there? Is that already a door? That's already a door. So it's a bit dark. Okay, can we get rid of the planning here? Don't need all of that. Here we need walls there, we need this little pathway put in properly, we need walls there. Okay, now we need the objects. Holding cell needs some benches. And a few toilets. I said a few toilets. Toilets moved suddenly. We could set this out a bit more privately, but money is an issue right now, so I'm not going to bother with such small things. Do we have the large pipe? Now, I do kind of just want to put the large pipe down there. Not going to, because that will put the large pipe, which is easy to crawl through, dangerously close to the outside. So instead I'm going to drag it through here to about there. How is this going to be set out? Probably something like that. Okay, so this is the shower block. So we need drains on the entrances only. As long as there's no diagonal it can go through, it is completely safe. So do it like that. And then we do shower head, shower head, shower heads. Along those walls, then along these walls. Along these walls. Probably shouldn't put it over them. And then this can go in. Weird pattern there. Right, that's good. Kitchen. So the golden rule is supposed to be 1 sink for every 2 fridges and 2 cookers for every fridge. No, wait. Yes. Well, something like that. So technically 4 cookers, I think. Something like that. Up the sink, drag the electric cable down here. Need a bit in there for the lights, need a bit in there for the lights. Need a bit in here for the lights and for the other things. And a bit in here for the lights. Okay, canteen, that requires tables, benches and serving tables. Let's do all the serving tables first. Can't fit 2 along there, so they're going to be along the top. That doesn't fit. So we'll do like that. Okay. Bench, bench, bench. The trick to doing it is you do them in pairs because that allows the most tables between. Also, if you do them first, you can just drag the tables along and it puts them in perfectly. Quite a nice little thing to do. And let's also drop a few phone booths in there, a few phone booths in there, one in the holding cell, and that should do it. 2 chefs, and then all we need to do is block off this. Okay, no, most episodes probably about 20 minutes, but since this one is just building, I may as well continue. So, cell block, that's always the, let me just get rid of all that. Cell block's always going to be the annoying one. Cell block's always going to be the one that requires the most awkward placement. So let's get rid of that placeholder. 1, 2, 3, just for looks. And that is the size we're going to do the cells. Now we're not going to do fancy, these are minimum security, we don't need to make them fancy for them to not be angry, mostly. So we're going to do the basic 2x3s, I suppose in this case I'll do them that way around. And that's probably going to be the basic look of these. So let's just do a pretty good plan of that. How do we set these out? I think maybe if the door's going to be there. I could actually push the cell block right up against the inner wall. I suppose that works. That works. So let's do it like that. So we have 5 per thing on the top, 6 per thing on the bottom. Got to remember to put these in at some point. And then if need be, we can extend it out this way. Let's just push that over for a second. So that would be, that's 11 by 36. So if we do another 11 by 36 there, that would potentially be the extension on the other side. So let's build in brick, just this basic start. Is that how you do it? That's how you do it. Yeah, and we'll tag onto the side if we need to, the rest of it. So let's go back to looking at some of the staff things. Now we need an accountant who is there. We need a chief and we need a foreman. The first thing I'm going to get from the foreman is the clone tool. I'm actually not going to build the cells till I have the clone tool unlocked. It's going to take a few moments because the clone tool makes my life so very much easier. What we will do while waiting for that to come in is move the pipes over there. So let's set this out quite nicely, like that. Just a little budgie either way. That's going to need an entrance. So we have the yard, we have the canteen, the kitchen that is not set up properly. Does it need a small pipe there? Or is the... I don't know what's causing that. Come on, somebody go fix it, please. Oh, I need to brick that up. That's already set to brick up. And I think this will be a... Oh no, well that's not going to be secure yet. Yeah, jail door there, jail door there. That isn't a jail door. If there's a riot and they get this far, well, they have a choice. They can go for this jail door and escape, or they can murder all the people in charge. That is... it's all up to them. It's all up to them. You know what I forgot? I forgot a common room. Also a visitation room, but pff, details. Actually, those are very important things. So I'm always, for some reason, I'm still always building prisons as though it were like the old days when there were only a handful of things they wanted. I could get rid of the top of the yard, maybe. Get rid of that. Throw in a building, maybe here. Half visitation, half common room. What's that? Oh, it's crashed. Okay, end of the episode. Sorry. I'll see if I can salvage it. See you next time.